5,000 shares, roughly. Ding ding. So mostly just following the SPY into the end of the day today. Mostly just following the SPY all day today. There were some calls bought and then sold and then puts bought. Well, puts sold and then puts bought. It's been mostly uneventful, really. We did end up closing down for the day. No, up. No, down for the day. Just slightly. Below yesterday's close. But we did make back up some of the ground lost overnight. Things, as far as I can tell, still look pretty bearish with the DN spiking over GN like that. You know, we're going to have some difficulty falling below gamma neutral still. But we're closer, right? We're closer than we were yesterday. It could be closer again, even closer tomorrow. But I think they're trying to grind us down. They're very low liquidity, and their ability to short is diminished. I don't know if XRT going on Reg Show is going to improve that ability to short. It may not. So they may not have a lot of time if they really want to pound the stock down into the dirt. Because once XRT goes back on the threshold process begins, you know, that's when they've got to turn back to real share borrowing. No, today, not a lot of Philly exchange. But there was a lot yesterday. I'm super broke and you know this. I know. So if we go out here, small bounce on the resistance. That's good enough. Little bounce on the resistance here after falling through yesterday. I think this is petering out. So I think we saw our high on that move up to 126. We will likely see downside off of this from the technical perspective, and that's kind of what the options chain is still pointing to. So I'm still expecting a move over the next couple weeks back into this 112 to 115 resistance channel that you see here down below. I don't know if they will be able to break us down through that. But if they do, then we would be moving down here. And this low resistance is, you know, sub $100. So we could fall even further. But right now, yeah, it looks like we're still kind of just grinding into that low resistance channel. Do you think 116's off the table with that short of liquidity? No, I don't. I wouldn't underestimate their ability to short the fuck out of us if they need to. If we staying within these price ranges on GME, will 125C for August be enough to cover OPEX and Theta? Looking to buy one each for August expiration, 8.5, 8.12, 8.19. Those might be okay. The real issue here, and I can't find my pen. The real issue here, as far as the downside goes, isn't that they can't short us, right? They can absolutely short us. They still have sufficient liquidity to do so. But they don't want to short into any kind of pressure. So they cannot short and defeat pressure simultaneously. So what we're seeing is on days where we have market upside, right? And there's active fund buying of GameStop, is we see them just stop shorting, right? We see no liquidity in the short position whatsoever. But on days where the market downturns, all of a sudden high volume shorting, right? A lot of those trades were multi-leggers. Yeah, but there was a shitload of buying and block orders earlier today. Turd. I agree. There was a lot of weird shit going on with that, but and people assuming RC is buying in is definitely hopium. So any kind of resistance, and we saw this in June too with the weeklies that were bought here in June, driving the delta hedge up, and they just didn't fight back against it at all, right? They just kind of let it drag out until it died, and then they shorted the shit out of us. And, the same thing is true for upturns in the market as well. So they are not in a position, I don't think, anymore to short against the buy pressure. Now that's either due to the illiquidity, because I don't think there is that much buy pressure. But they don't want to fight back because it requires expending more of their resources. As far as the SPY goes, I mean, I think we saw the rally that I expected today. It looks like it's, dying out. Let's go here out to the 1 hour. I think the 1 hour will be good. So there's the little rally I expected. We didn't end up breaking into that higher range at like 382. We kind of got stuffed at 380. This looks like it definitely has more downside back to 374, possibly even lower over the coming weeks, but maybe just a fall to 374 and some chop is very possible. We may see, the high and low of this range repeat a couple times before we get something either bad enough news to drop off further, or sell side builds up a big enough position to really give a strong push down. But right now, yeah, we oversold between here and here. We saw seller side exhaustion kind of through this 1 day period, and then more selling today, which kind of bottomed out and led to a rally. And now I think we're gonna see some chop and then a further move down. As this, this whole bear rally completes. But I would expect by maybe next week that we could start to see start to move down into this lower sub 375 range. And that's about it. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know a lot of you did really well today. Congratulations. And I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Have a good night.